done with.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? See. Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition? Bone face. You don't.
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself. You.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you can do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, with the PS5 though, like it just.
I know.
Ah, damn, y'all beautiful though, but.
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh,
bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, but I need a PS5.
God.
My nigga.
Y'all, so this dude came in my DM yesterday. He was like, "You're pretty, I'm trying to get to know you." He literally sent me $1,000 just to get to know me. And y'all literally sit here and think I'm gonna get to know y'all for free when somebody just paid me $1K for him to get to know me? Be so for real.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not, no.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I got a question for you. Do you have car insurance?
100%. No reason.
All right. Do you have homeowners insurance?
100%.
Do you have life insurance?
100%.
Do you have medical insurance?
100%.
Did you get tired of your insurance agent talking about the possibilities of you losing your life and being rewarded? Hold on for a second. I know, but don't be a but person. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You have insurances. Although it's a very uncomfortable situation, and life insurance people who sell it tend to be scumbags. They tend to be looked at as scumbags, like, I don't want to have this conversation about me dying, but you surely will die. So you better have the conversation. The reality is, yes, it's a very tough conversation. I have to spend a lot of time talking about it. It's very difficult. However, there needs to be some insurance, and there's no insurance, and so we must talk about it.
He ain't lying.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, "Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you." She said, "Okay, I think I can take it." So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
Thanks for all your help. Bye-bye, Tanja. Bye-bye.
I want to do it the right way and learn some of the unwritten rules.
That's why I was talking about the seminar, so that we can get players to come down there and bring their grievance, their problem, how to catch a hooker, what you do to be a boss player, what do I say to my wife when I decided that I wanted to be a true player and walk out on the family. We need a seminar so we can teach these guys to give them the right understanding so they'll know, man.
At the number 5 spot, we got Gerard from Boomerang. Fell out with his boy Marcus, lifelong friend, over Angela. Angela didn't even want him. Friend zoned him. Got mad because she wanted his man. Cornball. Pack him up, son. At the number 4 spot, we got B Rabbit from 8 Mile. My man met Shorty once, smashed once on the first time he met her. Thought it was his girl. Beat the shit out of Wink over Shorty. She was a whole smut. Pack him up, son. At the number 3 spot, we got Edward from Pretty Woman. This dude is a legendary simp. Wifed up a toot after 3 days. Not a call girl, not a stripper, a streetwalker. Wifed her. This dude is this nasty work right here, son. At the number 2 spot, we got Forrest Gump, son. The only reason Forrest is not getting the number 1 spot is because of his mental condition. But my man was simping since he was a little boy. Jenny did him all the way filthy, then died on him and left him with the baby. Come on, man. Pack Forrest up, son. And at the number 1 spot, Sam Rothstein. I don't even know where to start with this dude. This dude is the most legendary simp in movie history. Ginger done did everything you could do to a man, and he would not leave. Did drugs, kidnapped his kid, took his money, everything to him, and he would not leave. From the beginning, she even told him, I don't love you. He's like, I don't care. We don't gotta love each other. Love comes later. Legendary nasty work right here. Number 1 spot.
What's up, y'all? Man, it's hotter than a bitch. What's up, y'all? It's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there. That's better. All right, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go straight to the point, but I got to give some love to the chat. My boy XL Pro said, after pill game, righteous spirit up. He then says, like, share. He said, like, share, and subscribe. $ Cali West 1. Salute. You know what I'm saying? Y'all boys y'all know I need that bread. Because
I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
Now, yo, I appreciate everybody for tuning in for tonight. Now, I knew I was forgetting something. And I hope y'all forgive me. Please forgive me. Forgive me.
The ass eater part first. Okay.
I eat ass. Yeah.
When did you start eating ass?
2018, 17.
Okay.
Like yeah.
And what kind of made you get into that portion of it? Because it's like
to do it because that's around the time when like Gooch and stuff came out.
Okay.
That was like real popular. So I was like, man, fuck this.
See what's going on.
Yeah. A lot of men like that stuff. So.
For sure. But the first time you did it, was it something that you wanted to do, or something that he asked, or was you just?
I wanted to do. I always am the first one to be like, let me do it.
Now, yo.
Really him. You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Now, yo, look, everybody got their own little kinks and stuff like that. What I got a problem with is this same chick, right? This same chick that we see right here. In about She about 24, 25. Look at her. Brace face. Just go figure, though. In a few years, in a couple years, I'll say more or less, she'll be the same chick in her 30s, talk about how she want a good man and blah, 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 blah. You feel me? And guess what? You know, we already know that most men are going to be like,
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Okay. See, so now that I got that all going on, let's go that to the chats. Then we go straight to business. A man supported man comes through throwing up gang signs. Salute my G. He says salute to Cali West and everyone in the chat. Yeah. Matter of fact, we're gonna discuss that story about that 38-year-old dude who got popped by the 23-year-old. So salute for sending that to you, tagging your boy on that post today on Facebook. Now, of course, XL Pro, he says, all right, signed up for the 2025 Max Seminar. Yes, Lord.
I want to do it the right way and learn some of the unwritten rules.
That's why I was talking about the seminar, so that we can get players to come down there and bring their grievance, their problem, how to catch a hooker, what you do to be a boss player. What do I say to my wife when I decided that I wanted to be a true player and walk out on the family? We need a seminar so we can teach these guys to give them the right understanding so they'll know, man.
Yeah. Gotta have that seminar so they can know, man. Yo, G shit, I'm a little sad because I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it to Coach Greg Adams' seminar. Man, I wish I would have known a little bit earlier. If I would have known a little bit earlier, I would have made sure I would have went for sure. But it's a little too, I wouldn't say he pushed it last minute, but I could say that I wasn't paying attention. And yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get that time off of work. But man, I would have loved to have partaken that in Houston too. I don't think I've ever been to Houston. I've been to Dallas, but I've never been to Houston. So I would have been a dope treat. But anyway, no one, y'all don't want to hear all that. So let's get to business, man. What we're gonna talk about first? Let's talk about this little situation where let's talk about this little situation. I'm gonna change shit up a little bit, y'all. I ain't gonna go straight to the main event. Because sometimes I notice that when we go straight to the main event, we tend to take a lot of time on the main event, and then sometimes I tend to rush and forget to cover certain subjects. That doesn't happen often, but it has happened a couple of times. And we already talked about the Sha'Carri Richardson situation, to the point, in regard to the actual situation. But we're gonna talk about her and her Nike situation and how she still got signed, even though she out here beating on people. I mean, at this point, it's not even hearsay. It's not hearsay. It's not up for discussion or debate whether she, was pushing them or not, or was being physical or not. It is actually proven without a doubt that she attacked that man to the point that she got arrested by the police in the airport at Seattle. My bad, Oregon. So anyway, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. Ooh, that was cold. So anyway, what we're gonna talk about is this situation that happened, I think, over the weekend, or was it last week? But essentially, what happened is, and let's see if I can pull the story. If it comes up for me. Let's see here. I'm gonna just go straight to it. Let's see here. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, a man supported tagged me on a post not too long ago. What's ironic is he posted it not too long ago, but now that I need it, now I can't find it. So just go figure. Oh, I found it. There we go. So once again, I appreciate Man Support Man for tagging me into this. That way we could talk about the relevance of this situation today. Okay, let me see if I can pull it up so y'all can see that I'm not just making a story. I like to cite my sources. So here we go. Boom. Can y'all see that? No, y'all can't. Now this came on. Well, this is all over. This was on also on what's the thing called? WorldStarHipHop.com. But it has nothing to do with his unlimited AL access shit. Man accused of deleting Birmingham coach he caught with his girlfriend could be soon out of jail, bruh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Y'all didn't expect that. Yeah. That man might be soon out of jail, bruh. Mm-hmm.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Oh. Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Man, that's really kind of a cold way to go out. Because Essence, they kind of toned down this discussion. Well, they toned down. Well, they didn't really speak too much about this. This is really spoke on about how he might be getting out of jail. But essentially, the word on the street is, and from what I read earlier, he was in bed with the dude's girlfriend. Okay, and essentially, what happened was, homeboy got home, whatever, or he popped up, and I guess since he found him in the bed, and he basically deleted old boy, right? So let's read the case so y'all could know what's going on. So it says a man was deleted. Okay. It says a 23-year-old charged in the fatal shooting of a Birmingham high school football coach has been granted bond. Y'all hear that? Yeah. He's been granted bond.
This is a sick Negro.
Now, this is what they're arguing. Listen to the dude's name. DeCorleone Keshawn Robinson is charged with the murder of the Wednesday night death of 39-year-old Demetrius Darnell Beverly, a husband and a father of 3 daughters who was an assistant football coach at Parker High School. Damn, bro. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. I mean, taking aside from his 2 daughters, woman at home, and that is really a cold thing, man. Like, I would just even argue that any man who got kids and stuff like that, I mean, I ain't saying that you shouldn't have no other females, but I mean, I even say this to myself too. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'd be kind of scared to go to some of these chicks' houses because you don't know what dude is gonna come up there and be mad. It could be an ex-boyfriend. It could just be a dude who, he's stalking her, but he didn't decide to trip until he's seen another dude come to the crib. It's like this situation. Now, here's the thing. I think I would be hot and mad if I seen a woman, somebody doing my girl or anything like that. But as far as me putting hands on a man, nah, man. I mean, I don't advocate for violence here, but if anything, you should be mad at a woman. You should be mad at a woman. Now it says Robinson is also charged with the unlawful possession of a machine gun conversion device, aka a switch. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
You call that self-defense, but that sounds like you was ready to body somebody. I mean, even if it's not premeditated. Now it says Robinson appeared Monday before Jefferson County District Judge Candace Pickett for Anaya's law hearing. For an Anaya's law hearing. The judge said initially the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office was seeking to have the suspect held without bond, but said Monday that it had changed. What the fuck? What?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Now listen to this. Deputy District Attorney Joe Hicks told the court that the Birmingham Police Department, in consulting with Beverly's family, recommended a $150,000 bond for the murder charge, to which the district attorney's office agreed. What?
This is a sick Negro.
Beverly, I don't know if y'all even realize, Beverly is the guy. Look, Beverly's family is the guy who got popped. Okay? 39-year-old Demetrius Darnell Beverly. His family, somehow, he went from no bail to now getting bail, bruh.
Emotional damage.
I'm telling y'all, your own family will do y'all in. Look, it be your own family, mean he's already gone. But your family, hey, it be your own family who will do your ass in. It be your own family who will do you the fuck in, bruh.
He ain't lying.
Wow. So listen to this. So then, but wait, there's more. Robinson is also charged with I already read this part. Now it says Robinson's $15,000 bond for the Glock switch charges also remain in place. It says the agreement to a bond prevented testimony being presented during a Nias law hearing. Multiple family members of Beverly, including his wife, father, were in court on Monday. Numerous members of the Robinson family was also in attendance. Since Robinson is set for a preliminary hearing next month unless he waives the right and is indicted by a grand jury before then. His mother has started a GoFund to help raise his legal expense. Nearly $5,000 has been raised in 3 days. Now, see, people want to talk about the people with the little hats, and they want to talk about the white man, and they want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, about Donald Trump and Orange Man bad this, and, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, this white guy that, and Elon Musk, and blah, 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 blah. Why we got to worry about all these people, man? Look, our own family would do us in, bruh. Would do us in, bruh. Would do us in, G. Because, yo, look, I don't give a fuck. Look, here's the thing. Y'all can say I'm evil, and it's not even about even being evil or being angry or being upset. I mean, of course I'll be upset if someone hurt my family member. But, yo, ain't no way. Look, if someone took out someone that I loved, ain't no way I'm debating or if it's up to me, nobody's getting no bond for nothing, okay? Now, you know, maybe on the outside looking in, I could argue, okay, maybe it wasn't premeditated murder because, you know, homeboy, he always has a gun on him, and then he got mad and, you know, pop. But at the same time, you know what's ironic? See, now, if he would have popped both of them, and then he would have said, okay, he went temporarily insane, that would have been one thing. But the fact that you knew to go point at the dude, delete the dude, and then, you know, the woman, she's just fine, your girlfriend's just fine, that is because you are a motherfucking simp, bro. Death by motherfucking simp. Y'all see this shit. That's why when, I ain't lie, I seen this shit before, but I was gonna bring it up in interim, but reason why I decided to definitely bring it up is because a man supports man. You know, he sent this to me, so I had to discuss this. And you know what? If we don't discuss this as men, guess what? Nobody else will. If we allow it, they're gonna sweep the Sha'Carri Richardson situation under the rug if we allow it, okay? And what does that mean? That means black people, it don't matter whether you're Chris Rock, you get slapped in front of millions of people by Will Smith, and you won't get charges. You know, Sha'Carri Richardson could push a black man all through the through the airport and not get charges. You know, a man could delete a man because he was jealous of another man and his own fucking family. I mean, I could be wrong. Yeah, but from what I'm reading, my interpretation is his family agreed on bonding his ass the fuck out or allowing a bond. J Flow says salute to Cali West, Exa Pro, a man supporting man, and the chat. RIP to Tug, man. Man, hey, oh, you know about Buddy? You know about dude? Sad, bro. Sad. Sad situation, bro. But yo, we gotta take care of. Hey, we gotta like get news out like this, and that's another too, y'all. We need to move a little bit. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Even I be slipping, but yo, we gotta move a little bit better with these chicks, man. Like, I don't know. Here's the thing. I could honestly say that I've been to a female's house before myself, plenty of times. But man, we gotta watch out for going to these chicks' house, man. Yo, we even gotta watch out when we let chicks over our house. But see, at least over my house, I at least have home court advantage. Y'all gonna tease me, but yo, I would say about a few months ago, maybe a year ago, more or less, probably a little more. But yo, man, I was actually doing something I should have been doing, fucking with this bitch that I shouldn't have been fucking with. And she had come over, you know, we done did it. And I think we did it good too. We did nice and good. And yo, it was so damn good that a ninja fell asleep and she fell asleep next to me. So you know, I woke up to a motherfucker knocking on my motherfucking door. I looked on the camera. It's like her dude, okay, at my motherfucking door, bruh.
Emotional damage.
Bruh. And I had to kind of admit that was actually kind of my fault because what I should have done was, you know what I'm saying, after I fucking, I should have kicked her ass the fuck out. You feel me? You know? But, you know what I'm saying? And a smashing, you know what I'm saying? And a falling fucking asleep. And he said you need to have that ring and door chime. Well, all right, J Flow. But bruh, that ring the door chime, ringing the bell don't really work when you're asleep, bruh. It's like 1 a.m. in the morning, you know, ungodly hours of the night. That ring, ding, ding, that little chime thing is not gonna work your ass up, bruh. No lie. No lie. No lie. That nigga probably would have been out there all motherfucking night. But here's the thing. The thing is, you know what's crazy? Is that I am a light sleeper, but I'm not going to hear no chime or no doorbell. I'm not going to hear that. But what I did hear is a motherfucker knocking on my goddamn door, you know, which is what their attempt was. J Flo says, I sleep with one eye open, LOL. Here's the thing, me too. Like, for example, if someone is in at my spot, I know someone's in the living room. I know someone like, you know, I know someone is like lurking. I know someone's by me. I could tell I'm good at that. But, you know, here's the thing. But I was asleep. Hey, look, you know, got some poom. You done been smoking, drinking. You know, bitch done topped you off and sucked you off all nasty. You feel me? You know, shit. I mean, I think, you know what I'm saying, I think the only thing we didn't do was fuck raw, you feel me? Well, I didn't eat her poom either, but it was just some crazy good sex and the motherfucker fell asleep. But yo, that shit almost, you know what I'm saying, that we almost had repercussions behind it. And dude, and you know, when I looked on the camera and I knew who was fucking outside, bruh, and I guess he was calling her too, man, you know I had to grab my shit, right? Motherfucker was looking like motherfucking Pistol Pete, Yosemite Sam, nigga. Like, nigga, I was already ready because, no lie, I know how people be asking about their girl. Especially, you know, I know how people be asking about their girl. So, nigga, yo, your boy was out like Pistol Pete, nigga. Your boy had both of them out, nigga. Both of them out. But luckily, when she walked out, because no lie, I was like, damn, she got to go out the door. I thought when she opened the door, he was going to bust, you know. I thought he was going to bum rush. And then I was going to have to lay his ass out. Because here's the thing, I'm not gonna fight nobody in my motherfucking whole crib. No. I'm not fighting anyone in my own crib, especially when they had no right to be in here in the first place. Oh no, I'm not fighting anyone in my crib. But luckily, thank Lord, he was kind of, he didn't fuss too. He was kind of fussing her on the way, but he kind of was respectful enough not to be fussing too much, fussing in front of the door. And I was like, oh, thank Lord. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. No female's worth that, bro. Jay Flo says, my brother-in-law left my front door unlocked once and he had to move out. I don't play. Woo! Damn. Oh, shit. Hey, Jay Flo, your ass don't motherfucking play, boy. Hey, but you know, I just realized your brother-in-law. Fuck that nigga anyway, man. God, at first I was like, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. See, here's the thing. If it was a resident, it would be one. Nah, that's crazy. But she technically was a resident, but still, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. But yeah, yeah, man. You definitely want to have, somebody at least, try their best to get in your house. You don't want to let it in with ease. It's funny you mention that J Flow because, I'm the type of person who will go to work late because I felt like I didn't like my door, even though I like my door. Sometimes I drive around the corner, and just come back around, make sure my door is locked. I'm very paranoid about that. Very paranoid about that. Now, but facts, man, facts. But yeah, fellas, just be a little bit careful. And I know that was a dumb bonehead move. And truth be told, I kind of knew that she had it. And in my own, and I must admit, I guess I didn't really know her situation completely. Here's the thing. In my defense, not that it makes it any better, because if I would have got fucked up, I would have still got fucked up. Or if he would have got fucked up, he would have still got fucked up, right? Not that I'm making excuses, but I don't think I inquired on what her situation was. Because granted, I thought she was single. I didn't know that she was. I know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know that she was like with the dude and lived with the nigga. I didn't know all this shit. Because I guess I didn't really give a fuck, right? Because I know the chick for a long ass time. I know her for a very, very long time. I guess I didn't really inquire. I didn't care to inquire. But what I was kind of mad about is that, bitch, you got fucking, like, what made me mad too is just that you never know. As a matter of fact, y'all gonna tease me. I'm probably telling too much of my business tonight. Yo, I would say about 5 years ago, around the time when COVID was around, I'll say a little bit, like when they try to well, I'm in Florida, so we kind of don't really follow the restrictions so much. But yo, I remember, man, this chick was on my house, and the police came to my crib. Man, I come out, the police. They're there because I guess the dude who called the police needed his phone. I guess, listen to this. I guess this hoe I'm with, right? This hoe come over. I guess, look, here's nothing. Coach Greg Adams is right about these hoes will fuck another nigga and then come to your house. She, I guess, was basically hanging. Look, not only that, I guess she was obviously fucking her, but listen to this. Well, look, we was both fucking her. The only difference was he was going around, he was riding around with her. I wasn't, you feel me? For some reason, his phone was in her car. He left his phone in her car. And I guess he was texting her or calling her like, yo, like, you got my phone in your car. But she didn't respond because she was at my crib because she didn't want to look crazy, right? But she would have been better off saying, hey, I got to go home or something like that, or I'm going to come back or something. Yeah, I probably would have questioned it. But, at that point, whatever. Man, the police knocked on my door because the dude left his phone in my car. And I'm like, nigga, I said, yo, how the fuck you know where I stay? Like, and he was just like, and he didn't want to answer. He was just like, I think the police try to cape for him, cape for his ass too. But like, I'm just like, how the fuck you know where the fuck I live? Like, nigga, what? Like, real talk. Yo, my next crib is gonna be in a gated ass motherfucking community, y'all. Real talk. Like, you're gonna need an entry pass to get in to my new crib, bro. But this, you could just pull up. Shit, nah, bro. XL Pro says could be an iPhone location. No, man, of course. Yeah. I mean, yeah. But that's my point. I wanted him to tell me. Because obviously, like, y'all got some, like, because, dude, well, that wasn't even my girlfriend. It was like she was kind of like my girlfriend, but not really my girlfriend. Because the truth is, I haven't been faithful to anyone in at least 10 years. So, but it was like a chick I was rocking with, though. But it was like, I wasn't even tracking her phone. So it's like, bitch, what type of situation that you got to these Twitter? Y'all tracking each other, bro. Dude, hey, but you know what? Granted, I'm on 46. She's about, 32-ish, 31, 32. So go figure, even back then, she was still like a young. You know what I'm saying? Because who the fuck be fucking... I mean, I don't know. I just kind of feel like tracking is like for kids or something like that, or you tracking a chick who, or at least your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, but you tracking your boyfriend or your girlfriend or wherever the fuck. Goddamn, like if you gotta track some motherfucker, then you already know that you already have the answer to your question, don't you? Tracking devices are getting smaller. Well, but here's the thing, J Flow, you're right, but I don't think he put one of those tags. I don't think he put a Apple tag on her. I think what it is that here's the thing. These young people, bruh, they share each other's location. She shared her location with him. They obviously had some type of relationship that they were like, oh, we're gonna share each other's location. So obviously that must have been like, you know what? Obviously the dude didn't even want to say who he was. Look, see, here's the thing. You know what Coach Greg Adams says? He says everybody will know first but you. But here's the thing. The thing was, you know why I was mad about her about? You know I was mad at her about? I wasn't even mad at the fact that she was fucking another nigga. Yes, it's gonna sound kind of crazy. I mean, I was actually. I felt some type of way, but I didn't. That wasn't even what I'm mad at. What I was mad about was the fact that, bitch, you had the motherfucking police. Not only a nigga came over here, but you had the motherfucking police. Like, shit, y'all can smoke. Yo, man, shit, y'all ever, y'all ever come to Cali West crib? You can smell it from the driveway, nigga. Like, I'm always smoking, bruh. Like, nigga, I smoke in my living room. I smoke in my room. Nigga, I smoke all over the place. Nigga, sometimes I smoke on my motherfucking porch. Sometimes I just smoke in my car that's in the driveway. You feel me? And you done brought the motherfucking boys. What if I was smoking a fat ass blunt and the motherfucking police had to pull the fuck up? I would have got arrested at my own motherfucking crib, bruh. What kind of shit is that, bruh?
Emotional damage.
But see, that's the thing, man. These women putting you in all types of situations, bruh. They be putting you in all types of situations, bruh. You feel me? Like, just go figure. I could have gotten into it with the police just off the fact that I'd be smoking like a motherfucker because someone coming into my motherfucking door. You feel me? And you know what? I don't think they actually came to my door officially yet. You know how I think I knew that it was there? That's because I have a security system, so I could see who the fuck is in front of the crib and shit like that. You feel me? So I think that's probably what it was, is that, I was able to, like, okay, look and see. I think I seen them. So I think I was able to intercept them at the gate. Because it is, even though I don't live in a gated community, where I stay is gated. So you can't just walk up in this motherfucker, thank Lord. But still, like, they were still at my shit. You know what I'm saying? You feel? You dig? But yeah, man, we gotta definitely be careful with these chickens. Because look, even when it comes to our crib, because they might have a tag on their shit, man. They might be willingly sharing their tag with somebody. Trust me, these chicks are crazy, bro. She was sharing, like, wouldn't it have been smart to? It would have been smart for her to say, okay, fuck it. I want to come fuck you. Like, act like you left your phone at home. Like, get your phone at home or something like that. But guess what? I don't know. That shit's crazy, bro. That shit is insane. And she sucked me off a little bit. Like, I think like a couple of days later, like a day or two later, she done sucked me off, but I didn't even fuck her at my crib. I think I fucked her in her car. I think I fucked her in her car. I fucked her in my car or something like that. But at this point, I was like, bitch, you're not even about to come back to the crib. Hell no.
Nasty bitch.
Okay. All right. So we done talked about the situation with the brother, man. Rest in peace. With that being said, let's talk about this. Y'all want to talk about this Anthony Howard situation real quick? Let's talk about this Anthony Howard situation real quick with his dumbass. Anthony Howard, Anthony Edwards, and Aisha. Let me ask a question. Did I put... Dude, why do I have Anthony Howard? This is Anthony Edwards, bro. Who the fuck is Anthony Howard? That sounds like somebody else. I bet you somebody else. Oh my God. So we all know that story came out that, remember, like a few months ago, they were talking about how, because he didn't want to pay the child support, or he didn't want anything to do with the child. He just paid all of his child support up front, blase, blase this, blase, blase that. That came out to be not true because you can't really set it like that. Technically, if he was to fuck around and make more money, they could actually get him for more money. And subsequently, if he doesn't get as much money or he somehow doesn't have as much money, they could bring it down as well. But yeah, man, they just want that. They just want that bread, bro. They didn't want you to fix their life. They just want the bread. And I think the reason why, I'm going to say this once. I said this once before. I'm going to say it again. I truly believe that Anthony Edwards, the reason why he doesn't want anything to deal with his kid is that he wasn't expecting to have no child by her. And then two, I feel like she set him up. Straight up and down. And it's the oldest trick in the book. I mean, y'all might as well say, well, he busted in her. Yeah, I get that. But she probably said, oh, I'm going to take the morning after pill. She probably was like, man, I got an IUD. Whoopsie. Whoops. That's what happened. Like, let's be real. And it's funny. I feel like I'm the only one who has mentioned this portion. Or maybe everyone assumed this already, so they feel like they don't have to say the quiet part out loud. But it's clear as day that she got pregnant on him on motherfucking purpose, bro. Look, y'all, see this. Y'all niggas been smashing chicks raw dog for the longest. Y'all done even shot up a couple of these hoes clubs a couple of times. And guess what? These hoes managed not to get pregnant by your broke ass, don't they?
I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
Hey, these chicks manage to know who to get pregnant by, don't they?
Nasty bitch.
Nigga, you could be the business. You know what I'm saying? Never wrapping up, bruh. Bruh, I'm telling you. Like, check this out, y'all. I'm not saying that I never got a girl pregnant before. One thing I could definitely say, though, is that when I did, it was, what's the word? It was, I don't know, I wouldn't say calculated, but it was an intent. It was an intent, it was a decision. I was fucking this young bitch, this young broad, right? Who was at least 12 years younger than me. She was 19, 20, I think, 20? She was even older to drink her, I think she was like 19, 20, right? Now I was taking her down, Puerto Rican, nigger Rican chick, black Puerto Rican chick. Very, very sexy. Now I can honestly say, I was shooting up the club up in her. You know what I'm saying? I shot up the club. You feel me? But mind you, she already had a kid already. So, you know what I'm saying? You know how them Spanish chicks get pregnant really quick. But yo, think about all the other chicks that y'all done smashed raw dog, bruh. And done skeeted. Them chicks didn't have never get pregnant. But guess what? this guy, what? He makes 18, 20 million a year or some stupid shit like that. Oh, she got pregnant real quick. Like Ashanti. Nelly probably don't ever use no condom. Look how many baby mamas he got, bro. Look how many baby mamas Nelly got. All right, how many kids Nelly got. And you tell me that he didn't get pregnant, a young fertile Ashanti pregnant 20 years ago. But he got with her for like 2-3 months, and all of a sudden, oopsie, oh, I'm pregnant. Oh, oopsie, oh, I'm pregnant, a baby. Oh. Y'all niggas is fucking stupid, bro. Dumb.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And you know what? And I ain't trying to say y'all dumb in a bad way either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because you're dumb don't mean that you're dumb on purpose. But bruh, these chicks, that's the problem. That's the caveat. That's why your pullout game got to be strong. You know what I'm saying? You feel you about to, that sensual eruption? You got to pull out, bro. You got to pull out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Paint her butt. Paint her face. Shit, paint the wall. Get it all over the place. Just don't put it in her, bro. Do not put it in her. Because Aisha Howard, man, you could just tell she had known 3 or 4. And these dudes be taking the chances, bro. Chances. And I'm gonna just tell y'all this right now. Hoes don't be getting pregnant off a damn pre-cum. Hoes get pregnant with a nigga. Nut up in that bitch. J Flo says, I had 2 baby mama terraces, and that was hell on earth. Punani got demons in it. I believe it. And you know what? Unfortunately, when I did get the chicks knocked up, both of them did actually have a miscarriage. So, yeah. So, yeah, that does happen. And this is going to sound kind of crazy. I feel like both of them bitches had miscarriages, but then both of them bitches was goddamn alcoholics. I think them bitches was sipping behind my back because the second one, for sure, I think I was drinking behind my back. Yeah, these hoes crazy. Yeah, dude, you gotta watch out for these womb donors. These womb donors do not give a fuck about their kids, bro. 2 babies down the drain, just like that. I believe it. So, I believe everything happens for a reason. Because like I said, I don't have any kids that I know about. And that's a good thing for me, too, because, with me trying to, reshape my life and get my shit together, it actually works out because, having no kids and no responsibility, your boy about to, I decided, instead of fucking doing 2-3 jobs, I might have to go ahead and take a step back, maybe drop one of them and motherfucking, just go back to school and get, a couple certifications real quick. You dig? Hey, it's time to get your money up, not your funny up. You dig?
I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
For real. Exo Pro said I was like Kobe with the Plan B pills. Oh, God.
My nigga.
Damn, that nigga was shooting. Shooting buckets and dimes, huh? Man, I feel you. Man, I think I only made a chick take Plan B one time. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Other than that, I think every other time I nut up in the chick, it was because I was with intent. But that kind of goes to my point, you feel me? Like, these chicks, boy. Whew. That's Anthony Howard. Let's not talk about me anymore. Let's talk about Anthony Howard. Anthony Howard. Anthony Edwards, man, and his ex, Aisha Howard, demand $5,000 and apology amid custody battle. Howard has accused Edwards of defaming her character. Defaming her character, huh? Interesting. Matter of fact, Yeah, that's why we gotta have that seminar.
I want to do it the right way and learn some of the unwritten rules.
That's why I was talking about the seminar, so that we can get players to come down there and bring their grievance, their problem, how to catch a hooker, what you do to be a boss player, what do I say to my wife when I decided that I wanted to be a true player and walk out on the family. We need a seminar so we can teach these guys to give them the right understanding so they'll know, man.
I do apologize, y'all. I do apologize. You know what I'm saying? I had to handle something real quick. So I appreciate y'all for real, for real.
My nigga.
So back to this Anthony Edwards situation. Now the legal battle between star Anthony Edwards and his girlfriend and his ex-girlfriend, Aisha Howard, has taken another heated turn. This time over demands over $500,000 and a public apology. According to the new filing obtained by U.S. Weekly, Howard is seeking both monetary damages and a formal statement from Edwards to address what she claims is false and or defamatory, misleading statements made about her personal character. What? That you a fucking known 304 and you fucking baby trapped the motherfucker? That's probably what he said, huh? That's probably what he said.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Yo, for real, for real. That's probably what it was. He was just a hoe for show. That's all it is. He was a hoe for show. And now it's a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And now you want to make it a problem as if you're like a good chick. You're not a good chick. You're, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you this right now. I could already foresee that she's going to be a terrible mom. Do I have any video evidence of that? I think I do. Hold on. I think I do. Once again, man, I really appreciate y'all for tuning in.
I did birth. Thank you.
We heard that put his little last comment on her. We heard. My brother might be right in front of me. Aisha.
My girl look like when you see your girls at school with her hair done, and then the end of the day you come pick them up, and you be like, what happened to your hair? Like, what happened to her hair? I'm just saying, the body is the body is This is after an 8-pound baby. Man, tell these bitches come get at me. Matter of fact, tell these bitches to stay where they are because they can't get at me.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Man. You know, well, hey, go figure. Most of that she had done. She even, you know, she didn't even have to even go to the gym. Most of it was done by cosmetic surgery. Let's not forget that.
This is a sick Negro.
But I ain't gonna cap though. Yo, for a made up little Jezebel, she did look kind of good for a Barbie doll. For a made up little Jezebel, she did look kind of good. Oh, poor baby. But she's more into herself than the baby. Am I tripping, yo? Look at her. She's more about trying to show the center of her titties and her face and her makeup to the point that the baby on the floor. Y'all know the baby on the floor in the stroller, right? Or something. Jake Flow says Will Milkers. Definite Will Milkers. For real. But yeah, man, that chick, she set him up, bro. It's pretty obvious. Look, it's pretty obvious, bro, that she set him up, bro. She set up that man. She set up that man, bro. She straight up went and set up that man. But, hey, fortunately, we could learn from his mistake, right? But that's how they are. Like, it's crazy how, like, people are just, like, are crumb snatchers. Not saying that he's giving her crumbs because he got a lot of money, but read this. Unfortunately, this is no different from, a chick who's fucking with a chick that he think he like her, but she just trying to get another baby so she can get more child support, so she can get a little bit more EBT. That's why a lot of brothers, when they get their money, they decided, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just get a white girl. I'm gonna go get a different or Caribbean girl. I'm gonna get an Asian girl or a Spanish girl or a different chick. Not saying that these women are necessarily better than black women, but at least when you deal with outside your race, or at least when you include other races other than just exclusively dating black women, you increase your chances of meeting that good woman. Because if you really truly believe in real love, then guess what? True love doesn't have no color. If you really love someone, it shouldn't matter whether they're a Muslim or Christian or not. Now, compatibility, maybe, but I truly believe, if you truly believe in love, love is supposed to conquer all, right? But I don't really believe in love. But I'm just saying, anyone who wants to believe in love, but love is real. Why does love have to be black love or black love? Or why is it that you can be white and not like a love a black person, or black and love a white person, huh? Sounds very prejudiced to me. Sounds very prejudiced to me.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Now let's go back to this Anthony Edwards situation. I guess they filed a motion in Los Angeles Superior Court, which I hate. I'm glad I don't live in Los Angeles anymore. Yeah, I'm going to say this right now. I lived in LA all my life, and I'm not saying that to some degree there's not certain parts of LA or certain parts of growing up Canada that wasn't dope. I'll never change it for the world. But one thing I could definitely say is that California has always, like, Los Angeles, even though Los Angeles City was cool and it had good people and nice weather and stuff like that, LA County always kind of had this. I always kind of felt that they always kind of had it against black people. I never really felt comfortable in not comfortable, not completely comfortable when it comes to this. Like, for example, I can honestly say, you think me coming to Miami or me going to Broward County and deal with these white, like real white people, because those white people in California, a lot of those people are mixed. A lot of those white people are not even completely just one, European race. They're like mixed Europeans, right? They tend to have tans until they have gel hair and stuff like that. I hear down south or in Florida, the white people are less refined, should I say? And they even look more redneckish, and they might even have rednecks in their family. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. I will feel more comfortable dealing with a white man, right? Like that sheriff from Broward County, than dealing with some of these black cops in LA, bro. Because guess what? Sometimes you think just because a black person is going to eat black because he's going to give you a break. Yo, I've had black cops from my experience. Black cops should be even more fucked up. Black judges should be even more fucked up than the white police and white judges. Trust me. I lived in here for quite some time, and I can honestly say that the police don't even fuck with me remotely as much as they did in Los Angeles, bro. Shoot. I done drove, I done drove box Chevys, motherfucking, box Chevy, motherfucking Honda Civics, you know what I'm saying, cars on 22s and all types of shit, and don't really get, look, I'm not saying that I didn't get fucked with sometimes with those cars, but not as often as me having a regular Volkswagen Jetta in fucking California in a Spanish neighborhood. I probably got pulled over more times in a yuppie car, Volkswagen Jetta, not an old one, like up-to-date new Jetta, than I do in Florida in a box Chevy or in a fucking car on 22s or in a Honda Civic or Infiniti G35, you know, with a loud exhaust and all that shit. Yo, I'm telling you, man, people, hey, I'm telling you, them Democrats, they act like they like black people, but they don't. They secretly racist and don't like black people at all. And I say that Republicans say like black people either. But I'm gonna just say this: at least I like my racism up front. You know what I'm saying? Democrats, they act like they cool with you and still fucking throw your ass in jail. Jay Flo says, I rode through LA and Beverly Hills today. You know exactly where people got priced out. Woo! Yeah, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't afford to live in Los Angeles. That's kind of one of the reasons why I never really made the big deal to come back, because I can't go back to where I used to live. Shit, I used to live before I left California, I was living in Canyon Country, which is outskirts of the valley. But I before then I was living in this place called Panorama City, that's in the San Fernando Valley, and I lived in Northridge. I did live down the street. I lived across the street from Northridge for a little while too, before I left. But yeah, but yeah, man. But I'd say this much: the apartment that I had in California, fucking 20 years ago, is definitely cheaper than fucking the shit out here. Well, I wouldn't say cheaper. I would say, yes, way cheaper than what it was before. For real, for real. Panorama City, right? Oh, they call it Pan City now? I don't know. We always called it Panorama City. But, you know, a lot of my black friends and stuff maybe just want to come to my house as often because I used to live over there. You live in Panorama City? Yeah, Panorama City was the hood, bro. Panorama City was the hood. Hey, no lie, I had a fat crib, hey. Hoes just love coming through, though. But I don't know why people used to be kind of like, it was like once you came over my house, you kind of needed, it was kind of like okay, because like I was like in a gated area, and, you know, you was able, I had like, you know, parking spaces. I had 2 parking spaces, kind of like similar how kind of have it now. So it's kind of like okay, you know, someone could at least they didn't have to park on the street and walk all the way to my house. They could just park comfortably, you know, get smashed on and get their ass up out of there. But yeah, that's the thing about LA. Like, I don't think I could. Here's the thing. I'm really, even though I'm Cali West, I'll always be a West Coast ninja. To some degree, I'm definitely in Florida to some degree. Now, yeah, man. So let's go back to this Anthony Edwards situation, because we keep on just going away from the situation. Now, listen to this. It says, okay, according to, okay, it says, listen to this. Or did I already read this already? Oh, listen to this. Court records state that the custody agreement originally ordered by Judge in May remains unsigned by Howard. So listen to this. The judge already said, okay, look here, bitch, you're going to get this, that, and that for the child support. She still hasn't signed it. This is this. The agreement earlier drafts reportedly included Edwards' request for a non-disparaging clause and restrictions on posting photos of their child on social media, both of which Howard's legal team challenged. Yeah, because you know what she's gonna try to do. Here's the thing. See, the thing is, what she's gonna try to do is what she's gonna try to do is eventually, and she's doing it technically already now. Is this is baby. Oh, this is baby. He don't want to take care of her. Or this is baby. He don't want nothing to do with her, and all that. That's what she wants to do. And he kind of feels like, okay, well, first off, like, let's just be real. Women could go and abort your child and not even ask your permission, okay? Because it's their body, their choice, right? So why can't it be his body, his choice, or his wallet, his choice? See, they want it one way, but not the next. That's one thing I hate about American society, and that's why, nowadays to even go have kids with an American, or much less marry them, is all bad. Because why play a game that the odds are against you? That says now Edwards Lewis says Howard is demanding that the NBA All-Star post a public apology on all his official social media platforms, retracting his alleged statements and affirming her integrity and role as a mother. What kind of fucking bullshit is that, man? Like, now y'all want to control the man's social media and shit? Get the fuck out of here.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
So let me ask you a question. If she didn't sign her own court order, because that's another too. He didn't take her to court to pay child support. She took him to court for child support. So wouldn't the onus be on her to sign it so she can get her money? Oh, I know what it is. She want that she want that $500,000. Oh yeah. She want that $500,000.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
This is gonna sound kind of crazy. And I guess she's playing chess, not checkers, because guess what? I mean, the way y'all look at it is that, he doesn't have to pay the child support. But guess what? Not only does he still have to pay the child support, whether it's in arrears or not, even if it's her fault, when she does decide to sign it, he would have to basically come up with that money up front or give her that money up front, right? And then, too, that's keeping him paying his lawyers. By then sitting here filing motions after motions after motions. He needs to maybe countersue her. He says, in addition, she's seeking $500,000 in damages. Edward has argued that the prolonged dispute is driving up his legal costs. Howard, however, disputes Edward's framing of the situation. She said, I want to make clear that my request for a compensation was never tied to the agreeing to any custody orders. You hear that? I asked for compensation due to the substantial financial reputational damages I've endured through this prolonged litigation with Anthony Edwards. Yo, this is why men just rather get their passports and just have babies across the way, bro.
Thanks for all your help. Bye-bye, Tanja. Bye-bye.
That is a goddamn headache to deal with, bro. And that's probably another reason why he just say, you know what, bitch, I didn't want to even be involved, but fuck you. And he said, fuck you and that baby. I know it sounds a little crass and it sounds a little fucked up. I can kind of see where he's coming from.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
I can see where he's coming from. Now, let's move on though, because they're gonna handle that on their own. So, of course, this is the moment that I've been waiting for. The moment I've been waiting for. Let's talk about this chick, Shakuri. Y'all don't even know her name is not even Shakari. It's Shakuri. Like it's spelled Shakari, but it's Shakuri, like curry. But she corrected the cop. He was like, your name, you're Shakari, right? And she was like, yeah, I'm Shakuri. She said Shakuri. We might have to play that video again. But where is the article where Nike is endorsing them? And guess what? One thing I'm kind of glad about is I'm not the only one who brought this situation up. Luckily, other people agree with me too. I thought, I was going to be the only one making a stink about it, but apparently other people have made a big deal about it too. And not just people on YouTube either. People on in the media have made something about it too. And for once, I can honestly say that I'm kind of glad that somebody said something about it. Let's see here. What is it at? Here we go. So listen to this. Daily Mail. I actually like Daily Mail. I don't know why, but I like Daily Mail. I kind of feel like, I'm not saying that they can't be biased, but I kind of feel like they try to put out things that's not as biased or at least as factual as possible. So I fucks with them. Until y'all can tell me otherwise, I kind of fuck with Daily Mail. I think the Daily Mail, if I'm not mistaken, isn't that like a UK? That's a UK paper, right? Okay. So where did it say about Shakiri? Okay. So boom. So it says, despite the recent arrest for domestic violence at the Washington airport, Nike are still promoting and sticking to Olympic gold medal winner Shakiri Richardson.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
So it says Richardson was arrested and charged with 4th-degree domestic violence stemming from a late July incident with her boyfriend, Kristen Coleman, at Seattle Tacoma International Airport, which is seen on video obtained by Daily Mail Sport.
Really him. You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
Now, of course, it says Richardson was arrested and charged with 4th-degree domestic violence. Okay, it says Coleman chose not to pursue charges against Richardson, leading to the public apology from her and a commitment to bettering herself that she shared on her Instagram story. On the homepage of Nike, it says the company has Richardson displayed prominently at the top, showing a splinter in her running gear perched atop the company's latest running shoe, Vomero Plus. This has led to backlash on social media from fans who are happy that the company is still promoting their sprinter through her actions. So Daily Mail Sport has contacted 19 for former comment on the situation. Since the video incident begins with Coleman walking to the frame before Richardson runs up behind him and pulls on the straps on his backpack. Richardson is seen speaking in a heightened manner, but no audio of the incident can be heard. After Coleman tries to walk away, Richardson is seen slamming him up against a support column, attracting the attention of passengers at the terminal. Video shows Richardson bumping into Coleman repeatedly after her first shove, but she shoves him again, this time out of frame. When the two re-enter frame, Richardson is seen continuing her argument with Coleman, bumping into him more and more as he walks towards the TSA checkpoint to get the attention. As he walks towards the TSA agent checkpoint to get the attention of an agent. Oh shit! Hey, this story is kind of developing a little bit. So in essence, he did kind of want her to stop because he probably was gonna have to choke a bitch, bruh. You feel me? So guess what? He didn't want to stop her because guess what? The moment he decides to go defend her, he's gonna be all the way wrong. So you know what he did? He went ahead and just went ahead to the law.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Oh, but you know what? They're walking towards the TSA checkpoint anyway. So guess what? Someone was going to see their ass anyway. Someone was going to see that ass. They probably seen it on tape anyway. An alternate angle appears to show Richardson throwing an object, possibly her headphones, at Coleman's head before walking off. Footage later shows Coleman speaking to a group of police about the incident. According to Port of Seattle police, Richardson told the officers that the argument started because Coleman took her headphones from her. Richardson advised that she did not assault him in any way, and the dispute was only a verbal argument, police documented. Richardson in 2024 silver medalist in the 100 millimeter and a gold medal winner in the 4x100 millimeter I forgot what it's called, meter race. Spent 18 hours in custody before being released, as you should. As you should. Following her virality and brief time spent behind bars, Richards posted her story to her Instagram, explaining that she had gone through and she's what she's learned from the incident. As I'm telling you, that was not an apology. More than any, okay, I'm not gonna read what the fuck she said because that was just a bunch of hoopla and hoopla and hoopla and hoopla. Hoopla and hoopla, hoopla and hoopla. Yeah, she got a strong double chin. Despite being on the receiving end of her anger, Coleman broke his silence earlier this week and said he didn't press charges and didn't believe that she should have been handcuffed. For me personally, I feel like it was a sucky situation all around. I don't even want to hear what the fuck you got to say because you talk about it. Because basically what he was trying to do was try to pacify why a black woman should just be able to beat on a black man or rough up on a black man, even though if that black man was to retaliate on that same action, on the same reaction of that same action that she did, guess what? He would have been held accountable fully. They wouldn't even care. They wouldn't even care that she was pushing on him first. That nigga sent out. And you know what I like? I like the fact that the police told her, like, it doesn't matter whether he wants to press charges on her or not. They can press charges on them just based off the fact that they've seen it in their own eyes. That's another thing too, y'all. The state or the city can still charge you if there is video proof of witnesses of this incident. The person who got hurt doesn't necessarily have to put any, doesn't have to press the charges on you. And what's crazy is, well, I just kind of find it as crazy is that Kyrie Irving, what did he say? He liked that movie. What? The Hebrews to Negroes movie. He said he liked that movie. And he said he liked that movie. And that people should watch it or whatever, right? And guess what? They essentially try to cancel him behind that. And anyone who has watched that movie on what's the thing called? On Amazon. There's nothing anti anything in there, nothing like that. They're just telling unfiltered truth that people don't like to hear. But guess what? Nike cut off their relationship just because the Little Hat community was against it. Because they put their own spin on it, and guess what? Nike was willing to cut him loose for that. They were willing to cut him loose for that. But Sha'Carri, or whatever her name is, literally beat up on another black man or beat up on a black person, even though they're the ones who are trying to push this BLM, this all this woke shit. But guess what? A black man was getting abused by a black woman, and guess what y'all did? Y'all didn't even care. Y'all, matter of fact, y'all kept on pushing our campaign. That just goes to show Nike don't give a fuck about black people, or they don't give a fuck about black men. They only care about black women when it comes to make money.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Yep. And I hope people keep on rallying behind the fact that, you know what I'm saying, because her ass should be promoting Kmart shoes at this point. You know, because Kyrie Irving, way better athlete. Well, they're both good athletes in their own right. But with that being said, he didn't even do nothing wrong. All he did was just have an opinion on. And they still fucking try to cancel his ass.
This is a sick Negro.
Ain't that crazy? Hey, you know who's in power by the ones you cannot mention and the ones you cannot talk? Those are the ones who are truly in power. Ask Kanye.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
If y'all got a moment, let's see here. But that's just crazy. That whole Sha'Carri situation is just crazy because she was talking about how she was planning to press charges on him and he hit on her too, and this, that, and the other. See, there's a lot of his thing. No lie, that whole situation was 15 minutes long, and real talk, I don't even want to invest 15 minutes back into that. But all we know is that she was basically saying that he was abusing her. And no, she basically said that she wanted to press charges on him. She said, well, if there's going to be charges on me, I want to press charges on him. She said that. If y'all don't believe me, let me know in the comments. But she said that. So with that being said, man, we're going to party and bullshit a little bit. All right? Now, yo, look what this dude does, right? These liberals, man, baby, talking all that tough talk and, all this shit, right? Check this out.
And I'm not begging for money, but I'm saying, what stops you from being able to go and help us and change our lives?
Exactly.
Because
let me give you 100 while we're here, right?
Don't take the money!
Do you know what you just did by taking that $100? One, you proved you have no dignity. But two, you just showed the fundamental issue with poverty and how rich people deal with it. If you listen to his original point, he's making a lot of sense. You're a billionaire. What's stopping you from changing the lives of millions? But in that same sentence, before that, he said, I am not begging for money. So you know what that billionaire did? He reached in his pocket, pulled out 100, and didn't even look at him and said, here you go, enjoy this. And by you taking that money, he was able to deconstruct your entire argument without saying a word. What he said was, I know how to keep the poor happy. I don't need to give you enough to survive and live on your own. I just need to give you enough to shut up. Here you go. Shut up. And what did you do? You took the money, walked back over, and didn't say a word. This was literal proof of how billionaires and millionaires deal with poverty. I don't need to give you anything, but to make sure that you don't uprise or try to get on my status, I'm just going to give you enough money, enough breadcrumbs to where you'll shut up, stay in your lane, and leave me alone. Because at the end of the day, your original point was right. You have bills to pay. You are not surviving. You're not getting enough money. A handout isn't enough. Why would you take the money? He literally said, here you go, dog. Shut up and keep working for me. Like, what are you talking about? And you took it. He didn't look at you. You are nothing but a peon, bro. Are you serious? You took his hand out. You deconstructed your own point mid-argument.
This is a sick Negro.
Yo. Now, I must say, I must say, this dude is not even a Republican. This guy he's a liberal himself. He really believes that, he might be a socialist or a communist himself, but that doesn't mean that he's not right about his point. Because even as a capitalist, or even as someone who believes in a fair market, you know what I'm saying? Like, they always tell you to refuse the free lunch for a reason. Well, Napoleon Hill does, that is, right? Not everybody. A lot of people don't understand. A lot of people take the free lunch, and the free lunch is tempting. But what cost are you taking this free lunch? Now, you know what Homeboy could have did? Homeboy, instead of taking that $100, he could have been like, well, I really appreciate the gesture, but how about, let me be, I don't know. How about let me be what's that word? What's it called when you do, at the end of the day, have you do some tons of work? Can I be an intern, or can I at least get an entry level position, saying, saying at your company, making like, $50,000 a year doing something important. Can I be an apprentice? Can I do something, right? That's here's the thing. Guess what? If you give a man fish, he'll eat for a day. If you give a man tools on how to fish, he'll fish for life. J Flo says you can find out a lot about people you work with when they're free-ish, when there's free-ish around. Ah, shit. Right. No, that's facts. That is facts. That is true. That is true. Facts. Like, for example, like, I look at people funny when they tell me about a free concert. But free concert, like, who's going to be there? Now, if you got some tickets to a paid concert for free, I'm saying even then I'll be a little interested. But once you tell me free concert, free show, free this, shit. All right, now I'm gonna have to pay my way to get in. I'd rather just know what it is up front. You feel me? That way I don't have no unreal expectations. And that's how it should be for most people. But people want to fall for that free show shit. J Flo says, I'm not getting shot over a free water bottle. LOL. Hell nah. Hey, because essentially that's what it is. Essentially, if you were to just take that time out and just work an extra hour, you could have bought all that shit and then some. You would have bought that and then some. You feel me? Like, it's like, for example, I had to go get some Dutchess, right? And I was on my way home. And I was like, okay, I could go to this little place where I could get if I buy 2 blunts, I could get like 1 for free, right? But I had to think about it. I was like, okay, I already want to go home. I got to do this damn podcast. And I still got to drive down the street and park my car. I got to get out. I got to get in a line. I got to ask for this fucking 3 for 1, buy 2, get 1 blunt. And I was like, man, I just like, look, it'll just probably be more worth my time just to go pay full price around the corner from my crib, go back and just do the damn podcast. You feel me? Like, sometimes you be trying to save and you don't really save. It's like, okay, it's like you said, it was like, and it was so funny too, because I used to always say this to my little brother too, right? I used to always tell him, like, yo, like, he's always like, oh, God, look, okay, like, for example, my brother, he was a young man. Now he's older now, but when he was younger, he went and bought a box Chevy, right? But with his box, he used to drive drive to this gas station called, and I know they still got them in the South. They just don't have many in Florida anymore, called Hess gas station. But Hess gas station was like all the way down towards the freeway. And he's driving in his fucking box over there, right? Because we don't live too far from each other. But he's a drive the box, like all the way down towards the freeway, just to go put some gas at this Hess gas station, because the Hess gas station was a little bit cheaper. But it was only cheaper by like a few cents. So it was like probably like 5 cents or something like that. Something small, 5, 7 cents, something. And maybe on a compact car level it might make something. But I'm like, Ninja. I said, dude, your car is a gas guzzler, nigga. I'm like, you're guzzling more gas. You probably spent more gas just to go in and try to pay for the cheap gas than just to go get the damn gas, around the corner and just keep your shit there, bro. Hey, anybody who knows, anyone who got a 80s model, non-fuel injected. I ain't talking about fuel injected models. The non-fuel injected Chevys, like the 305, the 350 carbureted cars from the 80s. Ninja. There was no Ninja. It was a gas guzzler, bro. Those type of cars, the gas guzzlers, heavy. You know what I'm saying? Heavy. This shit was made out of fucking American blue steel. Okay, Ninja, bruh. Like, you're not, penny pound foolish, and I think that's a lot. I think a lot of people are penny pound foolish. I think a lot of people cheat themselves out of life trying to be cheap. Me being one of them. I ain't in front. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I had to kind of get myself out of the habit of sometimes being a little too cheap sometimes. I don't think I'm off the wall cheap, but I do try to look for a deal. No, I think everyone's smart to look for a deal. But, I think sometimes instead of just getting deals, just pay for what it is. It'll probably save you more time. J Flo says, hell yeah, mama's 80s Jeep got 12 miles on the gallon, drove like a tank. Right. Fun to drive, but yeah, not be very fuel efficient because carburetor, right? Carburetor. But yeah, not very fuel efficient at all. Them 80s cars. But I used to laugh when my brother when he used to do that shit. Like, man, why you driving all over here, man? You know what I'm saying? Drive over here. No, box Chevys is a fucking tank, nigga. Like, you trying to save something on gas. You ain't saving shit, man. So, yeah, I guess now we got some more time to party and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Okay. Okay, for everybody who liked them, well, I wouldn't say a flat back, but she's definitely, sexy. I don't know whose music that is, but okay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you ain't gotta have a fat ass to be sexy. That's more than enough. Like, yo, I'm not saying I don't, no cap. I'm not gonna say I don't like a voluptuous woman, because I do. But, man, look at that. That is something. Creme de la creme right there, boy. For real. J Flo says, I saw an El Camino rolling on the freeway. Classic. What year? Because by my job, someone has like an 84, 83 El Camino, but it needs to be restored though. Like, I don't know if it runs, but it's like primer black. I've been having my eye on it, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it's for sale. It kind of looks like, whoever live over there, the owner, look like it might be owned. I didn't see no for sale sign on it. But yeah, El Camino I used to love El Camino. You know what, J Flo? My mistake, I would say in 1998 was that, or 1997, 1998, 1999, was there was an El Camino on Crenshaw Boulevard that was out there. It was a 1960 El Camino that was $1,500, and it was sitting out there for years. Someone, of course, finally bought it, but for years, I'll pass it for years, and I never went and bought that shit. And I wish I should have bought that shit, but dude, that shit gotta be worth something nice now. It had the Batman wings in the back. Yes, J Flo. He says, will fold. Yes. Will clap. Definitely will clap like an LA Charger. J Flo said, look like an 85. Nice. Yeah, man, I like it. Man, I respect all bills, especially them old school Chevys, man. I still got love for those cars. I would love to get a Monte Carlo. And I will one day. One day. What else I got for y'all? And I really appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Yo, check this out. Damn, bro. Talk about flexible, boy. Sheesh.
I'd buy that for $1.
Shit. Hey, yo, she's only half midget, huh? She only half midget. Cause yo, why she almost look like a regular? Look at her. She's like a legal midget. Cause look at her. Cause like most midgets, they're like they usually have. That's the thing about when you're being a little person. Is sometimes your arms and your legs are not proportionate. It's like usually is like you might have a regular sized head, but then the rest of your body is small, or your arms might be small, or you might have small legs and stuff like that. I don't know if y'all noticed that with little people. But bruh, she is probably just, she's 3'9". Okay. She's 3'9". because she's tall for a little person. She could definitely get it though, no cap. Matter of fact, I got another little person for y'all. Where's she at? But this time it's some brown sugar.
I'ma have to pump brakes.
Hey, yo. Tell me she ain't kind of. Hey, tell me she ain't kind of cute though. Hey, why she proportioned though? She might be just as tall as Snowflake, bruh. Look at her. The other one was a little bit more taller. I could tell she's probably taller than her. But look at her. She's not really half bad though at all, is she? You see what I did there? She ain't half bad.
This is a sick Negro.
Hey, but little hottie has some body on her. And she got a cute little face. Am I tripping, y'all? Look at her. She got a nice hair. She a little cupcake, bro. Little cupcake. Little cupcake. Shit. Yo, little cupcake can get smashed, bro. Little cake, she could definitely hang out, bro. She could definitely hang out. J-Flo said nasty time. Yo, I'll be honest with you. I don't know which one I like more. I kind of want to say I like Snowflake more because Snowflake is a little bit more on the normal side, right? Look at her. She's kind of tall, right? 3'9". But yo, no cap. I don't know. Like, cause she kind of tall too, and she look cutie too. Hey, is that her real hair? That looks like her real hair, y'all. I don't know if that's a wig, but look at that. Look at that front. That front is real, at least. You know what? That probably is her real hair, because she a little person. They don't need to grow that much hair to be that long. But I don't know. I think I would definitely entertain. I think before I dismiss her, I think I'll definitely entertain her a little bit, see what it is. You know what I'm saying? See what it do down there. You know what I mean? I want to see what nasty time. I see what it'd be like that. What did Mike Epps say? I want to see what that'd be like. Yeah. Yeah, Mike Epps. Oh, I want to see what that'd be like. I want to see what that'd be like. For real, bro. Shit. For real. Had a little baby cake.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Yeah, well, I don't know why. I like Little Cupcake. I don't know why. I'm fucking with Little Cupcake. I'm fucking with both of them. But Little Cupcake, she look cutie though. She look cutie though, ain't she? Look cutie with a booty. For real, for real. For real, for real. Shit. I feel like she's like a little Pokemon. They like a little Pokemon. You don't know which one you want, bruh. Like, you want to catch them all. For real, like a Pokemon. You for real really want to catch them all, bruh.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
Sheesh. Yeah. Shout out to the Nasty Boys. You know what? Since we're being nasty boys, let's keep it going. Who do you want to tuck you in at night? Kira, Kadia. What's that name? Sunshine. Carmine. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I like them all, but I don't know. I think I'm kind of going with, damn. Who took y'all in, y'all? Sunshine or Carmine? I don't know. I kind of like Carmine, bro. Okay, no cap. I like them all. Kind of like the Pokemon. I want to catch them all. But yo, Carmine, though? There's all of them good. But I don't know. Carmine, I don't know why. Carmine. Them titties might sag a little bit, but I don't know why. That face, for some reason, I just kind of feel like that winner. That face is a mirror. Hey, I ain't gonna front, y'all. I ain't capping. I know y'all seen this. I know y'all seen this chick on my damn show before. But I'll fuck the shit out of Kiera with them big ass titties, bro. I don't know why. For some reason, she is a pretty ass chick. Kalia. Damn, Kalia. Okay. Sunshine. Ooh, damn, Sunshine. Shit. And Carmine.
I'd buy that for $1.
Shit. Man, I ain't lying, y'all. If y'all tell me this is not motivation to get your money up and not your funny up, I don't know what is, bro. But chicks like this cost money, bro. They cost money. And I ain't even mad. They cost money. I mean, you might every now and then you might catch one little and it might fuck you just off the strength. I'm not saying I ain't bagging no little baddies every now and then, but for the most part, man, you need your bread up. You need your money up. You know what I'm saying? You want to have sex with a certain type of chick, gotta have your money up, not your funny up. I thought this was actually funny.
Oh, that video was so crazy. It changed the room I was in. I don't even know how I got here.
Yo, that was kind of crazy because I was trying to figure out. He really changed up his whole room.
Oh, that video was so crazy. It changed the room I was in. I don't even know how I got here.
I ain't gonna lie though. No cap, she got a fat ass keister though.
Oh, that video was so crazy. It changed the room I was in. I don't even know how I got here.
That nigga's a pervert.
This is a sick Negro.
He's a pervert, young man. Straight pervert. But I feel you. If anybody feel you, nigga, I feel you. I ain't gonna front, bro. Yeah, cause she work on her stomach. Yeah, but yo, even though she could get in the gym, she still got a really dope body. Nice little frame on her. Damn, girl, if you would just lose some of that weight, you'd just be tighter. You ain't a bad looking chick. You a hood rat, but hey, the rest could still look good though. You dig? Damn. That's some baby mama pussy right there, for sure. For sure. She got somebody, baby. You can tell from that stomach. No lie. Yeah, no lie. She was a baddie before she had that baby, for real, bro. For real.
This is a sick Negro.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Oh.
From behind on me, and you tell me, oops, oh my God, I'm so sorry, wrong hole, and you pull out and you freak out and all that stuff, I'm gonna tell you. You know what I'm gonna tell you? I'm gonna tell you, baby, there ain't no wrong hole on my body. Stick it back in there and enjoy yourself. And while you're at it,
Big, you pornographic ass part. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait. If y'all doing it from the back, and if he say, oops, wrong hole, how does he say oops before you? You the recipient. You didn't know that it was there. He had to tell you? How much ass action are you? Yo. I mean, I commend you. You are extremely nasty.
Shout out to It's Dial, and shout out to the Nasty Boys. Hey, I hope I ain't telling y'all too much. I know I've been telling too much all night. But yo, there was this white chick this snowflake I've been fucking with. I've been probably fucking with her for like, I've probably been fucking with her ever since I've been in Miami. That's a long ass time, yo. Long story short is, I remember one day we was at her apartment and I was like, we'll smash. We was always fuck in her living room. For some reason, listen to this. Even though she had a bed, even though she had a couch, we used to always fuck on the floor. And I guess we fucked on the floor because she had kids. And I guess maybe it needs to be on the bed too sometimes. But for some reason, we never ever made it to the bedroom. We used to always be fucking on the floor. We'd essentially be smoking on the balcony and fucking on the balcony and fucking on the floor in the living room. Long story short is, one time I was hitting it from the back, on the floor, and her booty hole, damn. It was poking, look, it was winking at me. So I just went ahead and slipped it in. And yo, mind you, I had a rubber on and everything. Or did I? Or did I? No cap, I probably didn't even have no condom.
This is a sick Negro.
What can I say? I've been fucking with a bitch for fucking forever. So, you know what I mean? I think and let's just say I went in and like, y'all know when y'all do that with sisters, usually you gotta like grease it up. You gotta get the baby oil. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No diddy, pause. You used to have to, you know what I'm saying? You used to have to put it down her crack. You feel me? And pour it in there and basically lube it all up before you get all ready. Like, it doesn't say it got in with ease. No lube, no nothing. And I remember she was like, oh, your dick too big. Oh, you got to take it out. I'm sorry for telling y'all too much, but she was like, oh, it's too big. Take it out. And I wanted to kind of, so I stroked it a few times. And then she told me to take it out. So I was like, fine, I'll take it out. But it was just kind of like, yo, man, no lie. Spanish chicks and white chicks, they be down for that other hole. And be this, don't sleep. A lot of sisters be down to give up that hole too, bro. A lot of sisters be giving up that hole too. Not as often as the white girls and stuff, but it's just they be doing it too. As a matter of fact, now I think about it, yo, this chick I used to fuck with, she kind of pissed me off a little bit, long time ago. But she spent that night at my house. She came from out of town, spent the night at my house for a couple of nights. And mind you, I don't even think it was really planned to spend the night at my house. She just ended up spending the night at my house, right? For a couple of nights. We were there chilling with each other, like fucking all day, smoking all night, eating and fucking, and driving around, just clowning around. But I remember me and her. I remember I was smashing, and like I said, her ass was winking at me too. So of course, I switched, to that hole, and she go, oh, she gonna go tell me, oh, she don't do that. Fellas, anybody in our age group, y'all. And yes, J-Flow, it is a California chili dog. Luckily, there was no chili on that dog, bro. Luckily, there was no chili on that dog. It could happen, though. That's the thing. But, yo, man, these chicks, some of these chicks who want that, bro, they make sure there's no accidents, bro. Like, hey, read this. I even did that to a sister maybe a few months ago, and there was no chili dog, which was actually a surprise. So I think, hey, if there's no chili dog, that means that she wanted that. That means that she prepared for that, yo. Oh yeah, yo, just know, if there ain't no chili dog, she prepared for that, bro. Yeah, she was prepared for that.
Nasty bitch.
Yeah, she was prepared for that. Mm-hmm. You know, that's that prom activity. But with that being said, the reason what pissed me off about her telling me that she wouldn't let me do that, right? J-Flo says you win some, you lose some. But you're right. But here's what kind of disturbed me. She was not a young chick, one. And then two, here's the thing. If she would have just been like, okay, look, I don't like doing it like that, or you too big or something, I would have just let it slide. But you could tell, hey y'all, any of y'all in the know, read this. If a girl if she did that, let's just say she did it a few times, but she don't do it often, you wouldn't even tell. You'll look at her from behind and wouldn't even tell. But yo, anybody who knows, anyone who like it, any females who like it from the back door, they literally have a dent or imprint in their rear end. On that ass, you can look at a woman's butt from the back. I mean, it's more pronounced when they bend over, but she doesn't even have to bend over. If you see her standing up, you can see an indentation of where essentially a phallus goes. You look, they're literally, you know how we be like in this place, we'd be like, oh, you imprinted a girl. You literally imprint her. Like, it is obvious to any man who knows what a woman's butt looks like when she does that from the back door, knows what it looks like. It's like a gaping hole, literally a gaping hole. Like, you'll know like it, like, because most booty holes are supposed to be closed up, right? But when they got an opening, when there's a dent in it, or there's like an actual, like, you could actually look, it looked like you could literally see that, especially on white women. It's very pronounced on white women because they don't have much ass. But I'm gonna just say this right now: she could be a black woman with a fat ass. You could still tell. You could literally look at her butt from behind and tell she takes it up. She tells you she takes it up the rear end, bro. For real.
This is a sick Negro.
I ain't lying. I'm just saying though. You can tell. So the fact that she told me that she doesn't do that, and I knew that she did that, I'm just like, God damn, you're a lying ass bitch. Like, damn, like, why are you lying? Like, just say, I gotta be a man to do that or something like that. But you ain't gonna tell me you don't do that at all. It's a goddamn lie. It's a goddamn lie, bruh. For real.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But like J-Flo says, you win some, you lose some. I mean, I'm not saying that I necessarily need that, but think about it. There's kind of an ego thing when a woman does want to give you that. Like, that is kind of freaky. They get pleasure from that, But yeah, she crazy. Literally. She crazy. Now, I don't play many Pearly Things stuff, but I thought this was funny. What Pearly Things said. Now, we ain't doing no overtime. We stopping at the 2-hour mark this time tonight, y'all.
Nurturing. Well, what's your evidence for it? Other than we give birth, and anyone can do, like a dog can do that, a cat. So I don't think that makes us nurturing. I just don't see
biological makeup that women are nurturing, and I'm not saying all women.
are nurturing. Of course, there are bad women out there, and there are also fathers who abuse their children. So we're not going to only say that only women.
I will say
abuse
no, but it is a fact that the majority of abuse is done by women. Like, imagine
Say it all. We never say it all.
I actually didn't. I didn't, but I said the majority. I said the majority. Okay, are you trying to nitpick here? Or are you trying to understand what I'm saying? One out of 3 women have killed a kid, and the majority of abuse is done by women. You're the one that's misrepresenting that by saying I'm lying, because that's true. The majority.
You said man never abused
the majority.
They
rarely. Okay, so when it comes to the abortion, I think it's actually very realistic to not get pregnant. And in fact, men have made it so easy to not get pregnant. Women said, I want to have casual sex. So the men said, here you go, here's condoms. And then the women said, no, I want to let him hit it raw. And they said, fine, do that. Here's plan B. They still couldn't do it. They're like, just take this pill. The next day, can you take it? And they're like, no, we can't do that. And so then they said, all right, here's an IUD, 99% effective. You shove it up there and then you're done. You don't have to worry about this. Can you do that? The women said no. They said, here's a pill. Can you take this pill daily? Can you do it? And the ladies are like, no, it's too hard. They said, okay, we've done all this research. Track your cycle. You can only get pregnant a few days of the month. And the women said, no, we can't do that either. They're like, here's an ovulation stick. You can even track when you're ovulating. Here, you can track it on your phone. Can you do that? And the women said, no, that's too hard. Here's a stick for your arm. You can shove this in your arm. Can you do that and not get pregnant? And the women still said no. They said, okay, here's an abortion pill where you can just take the pill in the first month. Is that enough? Is that enough for you guys? And they said, no, that's still too hard. It's tough being a woman because my gender just lets me down a lot. You know what I mean? If we were so nurturing, we wouldn't raise such terrible kids. My sister works at a daycare, and she says she sees a stark difference between the kids with 2 parents and 1, or the kids with a dad in their life and that not. She says they're more rambunctious, they don't listen, they have no discipline, and men don't abuse their children en masse. There are exceptions, yeah, but overwhelmingly, the majority of the time, women are the ones abusing children. It's over 50% of abuse is done by women. If it's done by a man, it's usually a man the woman brought into the kid's life. So that's
another thing that's not talked about, especially in the Black community. Any abuse that's happened to the kids is probably by the man that the woman brings into the kids' lives. Let's not keep in mind the fact that these single mothers like to drop off kids to other relatives, the strange men, the strange women around that could hurt the kids. Yeah, man. Just think about it. It is technically true. 1 out of 3 women have deleted a child. Think about it. Most chicks that y'all know, if you talk to them, at least have 1 early termination. That's crazy. That's like to know that 1 out of 3 men deleted someone in real life or this, outside. That's crazy, right? So look at this little simp and tell me what y'all think about this cat here.
Actually jealous of white guys taking the black women because self-hating black men has completely ruined the opportunity for me. I saw this beautiful black woman at a mall today and I was absolutely flabbergasted. I paused, which felt like an eternity, but she caught me staring. And when a guy is caught staring at a woman, it's not a good sign. I quickly snapped out of it like, oh shit, let me spit game real quick. I walked up to her and she was staring at me like, understandably, because I was staring. And I said, I'm sorry for staring. I just thought you was extremely beautiful and that is why you had my attention. She gave me a reaction that was surprising, but at the moment I'm like, I should have seen this coming. She said, oh my god, I absolutely had no idea you was viewing me that way. And I said, absolutely, like, you are incredibly stunning. I thought you were so beautiful. And
Yo. She said, I didn't know that you was viewing me that way. You know what that means, right? Hey, yeah, I know what that means, right? Because from when I first looked at this dude, already just looking at him in his face, I already know, bruh. Y'all already know. Man, come on now, y'all. Y'all already know. Oh, no.
It's that real shit, yo.
And that's what I came over here to, not to defend myself, because I was staring. I do apologize. But you look immaculate. That's all I wanted to say. I was wondering if you were single. And she said, unfortunately, no, I have a boyfriend. He's over there. I looked, and it was this 5'11" white boy. Seasoned, I can tell, because she definitely changed. He put the old babe on this guy. That's how I knew. For a second, I saw the look of, that's a damn shame on her face. He was telling me a little bit about how we met and how she normally doesn't date white guys until she met him. But her past relationship, which is filled with a bunch of self-hating black men that kept telling her to change herself. When it comes to me, I'm extremely good when it comes to facial expressions. I can instantly read that shit at first glance. If somebody gives me a look, I know exactly what that means by the letter. Basically, I should have found her first before that white boy did. But how was I supposed to know that she was here a month ago when she met that white boy? First of all, she changed him that much in a month? I introduced myself, she introduced herself back, she gave me her name. I immediately got home and got to an investigation on social media. That's something I should be doing, I know, but I was salty, admittedly. But in all accounts, I wasn't looking for her, I was looking for him. I needed details. I found his Instagram. This guy did a
I wasn't looking for her, I was looking for him. Bruh, hey, bruh, I'm telling you, bruh.
You sell it's all bullshit. All of it.
Do you hear this cat? Look, hey, there's certain cues that I hate to say this, the shaved beard, the weak ass haircut, the way and it's not because he's speaking proper. It has nothing to do with how he's speaking proper, but there's certain mannerisms and the things that he say that is pretty obvious that this motherfucker is not swinging for the team that we swing for, bro. He swing for them teams that like them boys. You know what I'm saying? They like them boys, bro, over there.
He ain't lying.
Mm-hmm. Men's crafters, right. He said, him wearing eyeshadow. Thank you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Yo, yeah, this dude is definitely this definitely read the rainbow like a motherfucker, bro. And here's number two. It's usually fruity pebble, fruity booty black men who want to come defense to black women. Even white twinkle toe ass ninjas be defending black women. But guess what? Do y'all notice that most do you notice that most LGBT people or men who claim to be, I guess, alternative, they tend to act like black women?
He ain't lying.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Yo, Dr. Umar. Do you mind doing me a favor? Get this nigga.
180. He went from khaki shorts, white Vans, and a college football sweatshirt to looking like Chris Brown in 2010. What the living fuck?
Some of y'all say he go too hard. It ain't that bad. Oh, yes, it is. Now you see.
You have cooned so bad that they damn near need to put your face in the dictionary next to the word coon.
I'm going to hospitalize you coons because I care about you. The Dr. Papa Mental Health Hospital for Coons.
Yo, get this fucking nigga out of here, bro.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
J Flo says him wearing eyeshadow. Yeah, he sure was. And he had a filter too on top of it, bro. Like, once I see you do it on that filter, I was like, okay, I already knew what it was. Tucson 32 said the DMX against Reading Rainbow is hilarious. You already know, boy. Boy, man, it be these dudes who don't even really want to be, who don't even want to be intimate with a black woman, who are always caping for black women. Because guess what? Black women, here's the thing, black women have this weird relationship with them. to the point that they claim they support them. But guess what? What they do to town to disrespect black men is they'll call them, gay and stuff like that, or these homosexual rhetoric stuff, right? Which is kind of running because black women are supposed to be the advocates of LGBT, right? Really just goes to show how sisters could really be really trifling. You know what I'm saying? Because one minute they want to promote something, and then next minute they demonize it when it comes to the men who may oppose them or don't want to deal with them. Jay Flo says, facts. You already know, boy. You already know. But man, it's been 2 hours. Man, I ain't gonna lie. Time flies fast when you're having fun, yo. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Feel free to hit the Cash App, $CaliWest1. And I really appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit, y'all. Man, have a good night, y'all, and take it easy and stay safe out there. You know what I'm saying? Now take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Once again, I'm out of here. Peace.